Ahoy, it's Kaysi Koi. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Guys, it's been a long time, and I know I always open every video being like, it's been 12 years. Yeah, it's been a long time again. I did forewarn you. But I felt like it was important to do a video right now because, you know, with what's going on in the world with coronavirus and just like being at home and like a whole bunch of things. I wish I would have filmed sooner, but I just, you know, everything's so unexpected and you just like never know how to handle it. And for me, being at home for like the past 6 weeks, I'm just like, it's been a lot of like up and downs where it's like, so I wasn't like mentally in it, you know? Like I feel better now because I'm finally going back to work. I work at Starbucks. We're gonna be wearing masks and, you know, taking precautions, but I'm excited to like have some sense of normalcy like back in my life because it's just been like hard. And being in quarantine kind of like, it can be really good for some people. Like quarantine in general isn't a good thing, but it's just like, it's how you look at it and how you like proceed with it that like allows it to be good or bad. So for me, I feel like it's been up and down. Like I think quarantine is actually a really good time to like focus on yourself and get things done that you haven't in the past. But for some people like myself, I get very distracted and I'm not very like, I'm gonna clean my entire house, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna like work out every day. Like of course I want to do those things, but I like am not mentally strong to be like, I'm gonna do this. Like it's hard. It reminds me of like summer vacation where you're like when I was younger, I didn't do anything like all summer vacation. I would just like watch TV. I didn't like do anything, and like it just like went by really fast without like, you just like didn't live your life, you know, like you didn't do anything. And I think it's like a phenomenon. It's like the lazy, it's like the have nothing going on phenomenon where it's like, I feel like when I have more time to do like whatever, I push things off and I don't actually do anything. And when I have like less time and I'm more busy, I feel like I get more done just because you're like, oh, I don't have much time to do this, I have to do it. Versus having all the time in the world, you push off everything all the time. So yeah, anyway, I don't know why I'm rambling so much, but it's just been a really long time and I've missed making videos. I have like a little light behind here, so I don't know if it, I know this is not like the greatest filming situation, but it is what it is. It's what you're getting. I have some banana nut bread here. I have a cup of tea. Just super great. Yeah, but I just want to know, how are you guys coping with everything around you? Has it been really hard? Like, do you have your jobs? Like, how is it going for you? Like, I don't know. I think for me, it's like, when everything was changing, I was like, this is really weird and this is really weird. And then like, the fact that it's like staying like this, I think like has made it really hard for me. Like, I'm someone who can adapt really easy to change, and I'm really fortunate, like working at Starbucks, they really took care of us and they paid us like when we weren't working, and they like really helped us out there. But like, I can't imagine for other people how stressful this time can be and like how it's really hard. And if any of you watching are like a healthcare worker or like a, you know, someone who's like doing the thing with Corona, like I applaud you. Yeah, but it's just been like hard. I think like nobody knows really anything like future wise, like what's going on. And I think that's what makes it really hard, is like not knowing what's happening or like what's gonna happen and how long this is gonna stay for. And like, that's been really hard for me because it's like, you think it's like temporary, and it is, but it's like, you don't know like how long it's gonna be. And you know, you should comment where you are and like what's kind of going on, because I want to know if it's like the same for everybody or if it's stricter. Like I don't know, like I'm in Wisconsin right now, so I mean that's where I live, but I'm in a really small town, and you know, you can still get out, go for walks places. Like they opened like parks up kind of, so you can do that. You know, Walmart's open, like you can still go. They're starting to put like, so that you have to wear like masks when you go to stores. And all y'all makeup lovers can relate. It's not a cute time to like do your full face and then you have to put a mask on and like ruin it. It's like, oh my gosh, it's like the worst thing. And I'm gonna have to go back to Starbucks, and I always wear makeup. Like makeup, I just love wearing makeup. It's like fun for me to do it every day. And I'm still gonna wear makeup, but I'm gonna get really nervous to even take the mask off because I'm probably gonna like ruin everything. But you know, it's whatever. Yeah. It's been a time. So I thought today, I'll just keep it lighthearted. I wanna get back into making videos, and I'm gonna be like, a lot has been going on. Like I start work this week, Starbucks, like I said. I've been doing my online nutrition school, my health coaching thing. So my IIN, Institute for Integrative Nutrition, I've been doing that and I really like it. Yeah, it's kind of like making me be more mindful of like my health, and I would really like to like do some more videos that kind of like correlate with what I'm learning, just to kind of like help you guys out, because to me health is like really important, and I really like want to start talking more about health and like more kind of lifestyle videos on my channel. So I'm really hoping like I can kind of start doing that. I still want to keep makeup in the picture because it's just something I love, but like I do love like health stuff too, and I love a whole bunch of other things, and I like to sing even though I'm not the best, and dance too. So I want to bring more of that to my channel, and I want to just, you know, be really accepting of myself and just be like, let's just do this, because this channel means a lot to me, and I know I'm not very consistent, but it's like one of my proudest things I've ever done is just putting myself out there, and it's not something I do a lot, and so it's just been like a really good outlet for me, but I know I haven't like kept up with it very often. Yeah, so yeah, I really appreciate you if you're watching this video, or if you subscribed, or just like everything, like any amount of support or your comments are like super great. I mean, my first video, like my whole like acne transformation video, like that was over a year ago, but people still like comment on that video every day, so it's really surreal. It's crazy. But you know, we're in a whole different place now. Like my skin is, you know, it's not the worst. It could be better, but I think like it feels pretty good. Like, I don't know, I've been using like a lot of the Ordinary products. My chin's been breaking out a bit more. But I've been using the Ordinary, so if you guys haven't like checked out the Ordinary, they're like really affordable, and you can like reach out to them and they let you know like what's good for you or whatever. Oh my god, the tea spilled. Just a little bit, it's fine. I'm so clumsy, wow. It's been a while. But yeah, I've been using a couple things from the Ordinary, and I really like it. I love that. Yeah, and I like that a lot. I've been using pretty much the same product I talked about in the last video, but I'll probably like write down below in the bio like what I've been using now, because like it's always changing, and like every day it's very like, oh, what do I think it could use, like based on what I like have used, because I use a lot of skincare and I try different things, so like it's so complicated, you know. I just encourage you to go on your own journey and like find what works for you, because I literally like everybody's different. Like everybody's different, and so many people like comment on my first video being like, try this, do that, do this, do that, and it's like every comment's different. And I think that's why it's like you really have to take initiative and like find out what's working for you and what's not. For me, I still have never really gone on any medications or anything. I think my skin got better due to like my skincare. I still get like body acne and stuff on my back. Sometimes that flares up. So I don't know if it's a food thing. I do think it's like hormonal sometimes. So I'm still on my journey with my skin. Like my skin is still not where I want it to be, but it's like it's getting better, and for that I'm really grateful. But yeah, I also wanted to ask you guys something. Like, I want to know like what you would recommend for like no makeup, because I really want to try that. I want to try like, being more like simplistic with my makeup. Like this is me with no makeup, but if I could just do like a CC cream or like something that's like gonna even out the tones, and then use a concealer to kind of go over certain things. And then would you use a setting powder? I don't know. Like I'm oily, so I feel like I would need to. But then just like a 2 eyeshadow, just like mascara, a little bit of brow, like gloss. Like I want to do a no makeup look, and I want to maybe start doing that maybe for like summer, like that more kind of fresh face look and like more natural. Because I'm always doing like a full face and I like doing that, but like I don't know, I would like to do like a less hardcore makeup, you know? Like I still want to wear makeup, but like not as full coverage, like, you know. So I just want to know if you guys have any recommendations for like products like that, because I want to have coverage yet, but like I don't want it to be like unnatural, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I need to find out some stuff, and I really want to find out, like, I want to try some ColourPop foundations. I really want to make a video like that, but they're not open. Like California is like shut down for work, so like yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for my ColourPop. I have ColourPop. Yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna eat my banana bread and drink some of my tea, and clean up the tea that I spilled. And sorry I talked for like 10 minutes there, but I just really wanted to like get a couple things out, you know? I wanted to like touch base with y'all. So I don't want to make this video a million years, so I'm gonna like eat this. I'll be back, and maybe we'll just like zoom through some stuff, but I'll see you in a second. All right, so let's start with the foundation. You know, I'm gonna be linking everything down below because I already put my moisturizers on. So if you want to know like all the info, like it's just gonna be too much to explain everything. But anyway, I'm using the Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation in the shade Ivory Light 10. This is the pale one. This is really full coverage. Like if you want like full coverage with just like a tiny amount of product, like I mixed this and this is like full coverage, like full coverage. So it's really nice. It's very expansive, but I mean, as a makeup connoisseur, like I think it's worth it. And then I always like use some sort of, wow, my cat, Cocoa Puff. I always use Clinique. I've always used like the redness one, whatever, but I've been using the Even Better Refresh. This is more hydrating, but like I like it because it's full coverage, so I mix them together and I don't feel like I have to use so much to like keep the coverage. Like I've been liking a lot of full coverage because you use less product to cover like your face. So I feel like I'm wearing less makeup, so it's, I don't know, it's weird, but yeah. So I'm gonna apply these, and then we're gonna kind of zoom through this because I know that this is taking like, the video is taking a while, and you know. So I just mix it on the back of my, or the palm of my hand. Isn't that so satisfying? It like full on covers, like it really does the job. And I have a mirror down here, so if you see me looking down, that's what's happening. Yeah. You see that? It looks like a dimple right there. That's so weird. Oh my gosh. What a time. How is it going with the booze, like your boyfriends or alcohol? I don't know what I'm saying. How's it going? Like you guys going? Is it like strengthening your relationship? Is it falling apart? You know, I'm still single and that's fine. Love being single. I mean, I'd like a boyfriend, but I do feel like I'm really smart about this. I'm like, I really planned it to not have a boyfriend during this time. I do think like it's hard for anybody, especially new couples, I think, to maintain a good relationship right now. Because it's not like you can see each other in person a lot, and that's just like hard. You know, like, I don't know. So in a way, now is the best time to be single and focus on yourself, and you know. But if you're doing great with your significant other, maybe you're able to, like, you know, have more date nights, be a little more like close like you used to be. Maybe this is like good for you, you know. Some people might be fighting more, I don't know. I'm just curious how it's been for everybody, like romantically. Is it going strong? All right, mask is on, like she's going. All right, so then I'm gonna do the Tarte Shape Tape under my eyes. It's the shade Fair Beige. So, do you guys wear makeup during quarantine? Wow, I'm like, James Charles, who? I'm like, huh? Oh my gosh, that looks rough. Wow. Whew. All right. So have you guys been wearing makeup, or are you kind of giving your skin a break, or like, you know, I don't know. For me, makeup is like self-care. Like, I love wearing makeup, and I don't feel ready for the day if I'm not like, Coco, my cat. Yeah, I don't feel ready for the day if I don't wear makeup, so I feel like good when I have makeup on. I feel more like, right, like I feel more put together. I don't know. But like, I'm sure maybe it's been good for your skin to like take a break. I'm just curious if like any of you guys wear makeup every day yet. Oh yeah, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade Fair Light 10. Just powder my face. What Netflix shows have you guys been watching? It looks like I'm doing drugs. I'm like, oh my gosh. I look like Carol Baskin. I just realized that. I'm wearing like leopard, whatever this is. I'm like, it's Carol Baskin hair. I definitely think Carol killed her husband. Like, there is no way like somebody else would have, because like, it doesn't make sense. Like, anybody he was close with is like, yeah, well, Carol's the only one. Like, he would have, you know, you don't just disappear like that. And then Carol rushes to like get all his, you know, everything. She's sketchy. She is so sketchy. I think she should be in jail too, but who knows? You know, at this point, it's been 20 years. I feel like they're never really gonna find evidence for it, because she probably did put him in like the meat grinder or something ridiculous. So I don't know. I really wish that they would like hook her up to one of those like lying machines, like one of those things, or like, you know, you answer questions and it says if you're like lying or not. I would love to see her on that, and I want it to be like broadcasted. Cause I mean, like, we all know she did it, right? Like, I mean, it seems really obvious to me, but I don't know. Yeah, so anyway, I watched Tiger King and I thought it was really interesting. Yeah, it kind of just gives you a lot of like insight. Like, I think we all get distracted on the people versus the animals, when really they were the ones who need love and care and attention. And, you know, I think it's always up in the air, like, how they should be, because I do think like if you leave them out in the wild at this point, since species are so low for tigers and all wild cats, I feel like that's probably not a good idea. But then they're in captivity, and I feel like that's not good either. So it's hard to find like an in-between, like, you know, or to give them enough space, because I feel like those cages were not big enough. Like, they're used to roaming like outside, having like space, and you know, they don't get that when they're like in a cage. But yet they probably won't get to live if they're outside, because you know how people can be. They, you know, it's just crazy. Like, I don't know. I also watched Too Hot to Handle. I thought it was really interesting. I thought it was kind of a good show. I think it's, you know, kind of like that whole aspect of like, you know, not getting intimate until you know somebody better, I think is really important, because I think people, you know, jump the gun I know that's all like personal preference, but for me, I totally agree with what the show is trying to come up, like, oh my god, was trying to come through with. Like, I definitely agree with that, and I think it was really cool. I don't know. Some of the girls I was like, oh my gosh. Even like Francesca was like super annoying. Like, I do think she like proved herself at the end, I guess, but like, I don't know. Some of those girls are like older and they act like that, and I'm like, are you serious? Like, really? I don't know. But I really did like the show. I think it's interesting. So I watched those two shows, and I'm watching, like, I don't know if you guys know Blackpink, like that girl K-pop group. Really love that. Love them. I've been watching Youth with You. I think that's what it's called. It's like a Chinese idol show, but Lisa from Blackpink is on it. And yeah, I've been like really liking it. I like how different it is from like, say, like American Idol or The Voice. Like, I like their mannerisms. They was like bow, and I really love that. It's so cute. Like, I really like watching it because it's funny. I really like Esther Yu. I don't know how to say her name, but she's so funny. Like, I don't know. But yeah, the show's been really fun and interesting, and the guy who's like another judge, I think his name is Kai Kun or something. I have no idea. Coco, my cat is just going. She's having a time. But anyway, he's so cute, like really into that. Yeah, so let me know what shows you guys have been watching. There's a new one that just came out, like something Coast, West Coast, I don't even know. So maybe I'll watch that, but now that I'm gonna be working again, I don't know if I'll be watching much TV, because I never really did. So like having that break allowed me to watch more shows, but I still am not probably gonna be watching much more, but like, I wanna know what you guys are watching. If there's anything like really good, let me know. Alright, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Into Sun bronzer. Alright. Oh gee, I look so patchy, wow. I don't know if the lighting like makes it look worse. I'm going to turn it off. Let's see. Oh gee. Dude, I can't take myself serious at all. You know, it's weird because I have like a mirror in front of me and it looks better in the mirror. So what you're seeing is just... Oh, see, this is why I need like no makeup because I think like sometimes when I do the full coverage thing, I mean, I think it'll look good when I'm done, but like sometimes it just looks too much, you know? Like... It just like looks a little rough sometimes, and it's not cute. A little patchy. Hopefully that'll fix itself. I don't know. Alright, it's a little more blended, but still looks a little rough. I know. I'm aware. Alright, I'm going to be using this Alomar Cosmetics Blush Trio. I really like Alomar Cosmetics. I don't know. I think it's by like Gabby MUA or something, like Kathleen Light's friend. She's Latina, she's proud, she's really cool. I think her products are like fairly priced. Like, they're not too expensive, and they have sales. And really good formulas. Like, I have nothing to complain about. Like, all their stuff has been really good, and like I said, it's from like a makeup artist. Her name's Gabby. I really like her stuff. I think it's really good. Oh, I love blush. It just like brings life back to me. Like, you know, I love blush. You know, doing a full coverage face all the time, like sometimes you become void of color in life, and I feel like blush is like the key factor into looking like alive again. You know, like just a little bit. I'm gonna go into the shade. So I used the shade Isla or Isla, I don't know. And then I'm gonna go into the shade Seclusion, a little more peachy. Just gonna kind of blend that. Right, up and down. Alright, I know it looks looks rough, but you gotta trust the process. Alright, then I'm gonna just use, I've been using like a lot of random highlighters lately, so this is one I got just like from ColourPop, like a little thing that you could have got at checkout one time. I don't even know. So I'm just gonna use this on the face, and then I don't know, I just mix like these together. I like that it's not too much of a highlight. Like I feel like it's a nice sheen. I'm gonna go over that a little bit with the Amrezy highlighter. I've always used this, and I've always used this highlighter, and I just really like it, so I'm gonna use that. Alright, next up is brows. I ran out of my brow product, and then I colored my hair like a little blonder, because I'm naturally like a little bit more, I wonder if I'm brown now. I've always been kind of blonde, but I feel like, I don't know. But yeah, my brows are too like ashy and too dark. So what I do, and I don't have any brow product, so I take this palette. I absolutely love this palette. I don't know if they still make it, but it's the Hangin' in Hawaii BH Cosmetics. These metallics are everything. The mattes perform really well. Like if you just want like a nice everyday look, this has it. Just a lot of nice brown shades. Got some pretty like peachy orangey pinkies in there, and the metallics, like I said, are so good. But yeah, I use the shade Coconut, and I just take like a little, this is from Juvia's place, just like a little brushy brush. I take some of that and I just place it in the brow, just to like give it the appearance that it like matches my hair, but it don't, but it's fine. Alright, then I'm gonna take a spoolie. Oh, that's not a spoolie. From like an old ColourPop thing, and I'm just gonna brush it out. Brush it out. My brow's looking kind of rough, but it's okay. Like, quarantine got everyone. Have you guys seen that meme where it's like me after quarantine, and like the fake, like the lash extensions are falling off, like the nails are like grown out, the brows are like oh, it's so funny. I think everybody's going through it, if I'm being honest with you. Like, I don't know. I think this is like an eye-opener for a lot of things, you know, like kind of like it makes everybody reevaluate like what's important. I hope people are like connecting with family more, like being at home. I hope, like, you know, people are finding themselves again, maybe reevaluating their lives, like they can take care of themselves once again. You know, I just want people to like look at the good in this, in a sense of just like, okay, like, you know, like we are all like trying our best. And hopefully, you know, this will pass and things can get back on track again, but you know, it's we don't know, but we're in this together. We got things. I know I look rough, okay? Like, it doesn't look great, but like, I feel like I always say this about my makeup, and then when I'm done, I'm like, okay, it looks all right. Just wait, just wait. All right, I'm gonna use the Jackie Aina palette. I don't know if I've used this on my channel at all. Maybe I have no idea. It's been a very long time, and I don't know. Yeah, it's been a while, so I think it's good to like refresh, kind of like take a step back, be like, okay, all right, this is what I'm doing. All right, so I'm gonna be using the Jackie Aina palette. I really like this palette. I think it's great. Mine looks a little crusty dusty. But look at these colors, are super very pretty, and I feel like they're unique enough that like, yeah, they're warm tones, yeah, they're kind of like pink tones, and I know that's been done before, but the tones in here, like there's kind of like a green, there's purple, red, like they're just like if I could create a palette, I'd want it to like be something like this, because this is just like everything. And the quality of this, like I've owned the Modern Renaissance and I was like never a big fan of it. Maybe I'd have to like retry it again, I don't know. But like this palette just like pops my socks off. Like it's good. Like it's a good palette. I really like it. It's got some great colors. We living for it, yeah. So I'm gonna go into the shade Supreme, which is like this pink shade. Basically what I'm gonna be doing is blending this kind of in the crease. I'm gonna do this in like the outer crease area. I'm gonna take some NYX Glitter Primer, and I've been using this a lot just to like get shadows, like shimmers, to like stick better on the lid. So I'm gonna use a little bit of that and then go into this red metallic shade in the outer, and then we're gonna go into this paler metallic shade, Trust Issues. Just so pretty. And we're just gonna like blend that into it. I'm just describing it to you because I'm just gonna kind of zoom through. You can see what I'm doing. And then when we get to it, I'm gonna use a Super Shock Chateau on the eyelid. All right, so I'm gonna do my eyes. Yeah. Oh, whoa, whoa, it's magic, you know. Lately, I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. Marc Jacobs blue eyeliner. Alright, so I finished the eye look. If you want a more in-depth tutorial, I can do that, but like I just kind of, yeah, I just went through it, you know, really quick. Out of the blue eyeliner. I've been using like cream gel liner to do my wings for the most part, and it's kind of hard, but it's kind of fun. But we'll see what happens, because sometimes it like is good and sometimes it's like super bad. So depends how like moist it is. I know everyone loves that word. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh my gosh, I need to zoom you guys in. I feel like you've been missing out. Yeah, it looks a little rough, not gonna lie. Ooh. Ooh. Oh well. You know, I'll show you how I fix it. I know it's not looking super strong, but it's getting there. Alright, I try to get a base down. It looks pretty rough, but then I'm gonna go over it with like actual liner, which helps. We find it. Alright, I'm gonna just, you know, definitely not perfect, but we tried, and that's all that matters. I've been always running out of mascara, and I've had like little mini ones that I've just gotten with like Sephora orders. So I have this Pat McGrath one, and Pat McGrath's like this bougie, expensive like brand, but honestly her mascara is like mediocre. Like it works, but it's not like great, and it smells like makeup remover. It smells interesting. So I'm a critic. I don't care what your brand is, I'm gonna go off like, whew. All right, you know, it doesn't look too bad, but you know, it's okay. For a nude lip, I really like these ColourPop. Well, it's blank. I feel like that happens. ColourPop always like has like stuff that like fades off, so I'm like, I don't even know. I think this is their lip, what are these? Not lippy sticks. No, I don't know what this is called, but it's like the lip tints maybe. Yeah, like a lip tint balm thing. This is in the shade Shaka. Shaka, boom shaka laka. Yeah, I like these a lot because they're not drying and they're not too much. Like, it kind of has like this diffused kind of look. You can also blot your lips so it doesn't look like super strong. It's not like as drying obviously either because it's just kind of like on the lips. To me it doesn't last forever and it doesn't really sink in. It's just kind of sitting on the lips. But it's still really nice and it's a nice time. I'm just gonna blot it a little bit just to get it in there. All right, I am complete with the look. Woo! I think I said mostly everything I used. If I didn't, it's gonna be in the description. But yeah, this is kind of the look. I'm gonna zoom out so you get the vibe, kind of. See how it looks different than before? It ended up working out. Yeah. I feel like I need to be like on a stage. I feel like this is like performer makeup where you're like, yeah. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me. I know I'm a mess, okay, but oh my gosh, it's just how I am, you know? This is how my videos roll. I don't know how you want get ready with me's. I don't know how often I'll do like this type of thing, but like if you want me to like talk while I'm doing my makeup, or if you want me to talk and then zoom through the makeup, because it's kind of what I did today, because I feel like it gets longer and longer the more, like say if I'm talking like this, then it's hard for me to like focus on my makeup. But then if yeah, so I don't know how, you know, so I don't know if you're just like, girls stop talking, let's just see the makeup, or if you're more like, okay, let's just talk and not talk, because then I could just sit here and talk. I don't know. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing okay. I know I asked a lot of questions and you're probably like, woo, but I don't know, I just like a takeaway from this video, if you're still here, thank you. I guess just